Hi guys, welcome back to 5, our series of 5 tips, tricks and pics of your wedding journey. So tonight is episode 7 and we are all talking about honeymoons.
Honeymoons, and we're sitting here cosy on a cold night in our cottage dreaming of those holidays that we missed last year, or maybe you're dreaming of your honeymoon that was postponed or the one that you're planning for this year. But we thought it might be really helpful to share with you some experiences and stories from other people who've already been there and done that. And so tonight we've got 5 bits of advice or tips for your honeymoon. Do you know what? There is so much that we could have said. In fact, I've probably got like 10 or 12 bits that I've chosen from, and I've written a blog which you can go onto our website, onto the blog on our website, and read all the rest. These are our favourite 5 that we're going to share tonight. So number 1 is the lead up. We heard a story of a couple that got married in January, February time, and she planned the wedding, he planned the honeymoon. And as the date got closer, she wanted a little bit of a tip on what to take with her to the honeymoon, what kind of clothes she should wear. So he wanted to put her off the scent, so he told her hot and beach. Well, she got really excited and she thought, yes, I'm gonna go out the wardrobe, get the wardrobe out, I'm gonna, get all my summer stuff down from the attic, go buy some new stuff, and packed for this hot holiday. The date came, they got married and they were off on their honeymoon. So they got to the airport and they were going past all of the gates to Mauritius and Lanzarote and all these beautiful hot places. Nope, not that one, not that one. Where on earth are we going? She thought to herself, until they got to a gate that said Aberdeen. And they were going to a Highlands cottage, a snuggly cottage in the Highlands, which was absolutely not what she expected. And she was gutted, so disappointed. So if you're going to plan a surprise for your husband and wife, just be careful of potential disappointment and maybe plan it together, maybe.
Definitely plan it together.
But unless you're really, really confident that the other one of you will plan something that you definitely would love to do. But that would be our first bit of advice. Plan it together.
I'm pretty sure he is not planning any more holidays for them anymore.
Maybe not.
So number 2 is about travelling the next day. We actually made this mistake. So we had a big wedding day before and then had to get up relatively early and then flew all the way to Bali the next day. We just missed out on that kind of the waking up, hanging out with your friends, seeing them, talking about the wedding, finding out all the fun stories that happened and just processing it all. Plus, we stayed in a really nice hotel and we were barely there. I think we had breakfast, but it was a real quick rush. So,
and we're not the only ones. We know quite a few people who've done this, who spent loads of money on a hotel and then had to get up the next day, go on the honeymoon and missed the hotel. There's no point in spending all the money on the hotel. Yeah. So, take 2 days,
couple of days,
just to take it all in and then go. Number 3, tell everyone it's your honeymoon. Milk it.
Definitely.
The airport, the airline, wherever you're staying, because you never know what you're going to get out of it. People love a good honeymoon, and we actually ended up having high tea with the owners of our hotel. Got invited to do that because we're on honeymoon. So that was cool.
Yeah, and they do loads of nice things.
Yeah, they did loads of nice things. So
extra food.
A lot of extra food. So I would say tell everybody you can about the fact that you're on honeymoon.
So number 4 is balance of activities. And what we mean by this is when you're on your honeymoon, not, depending, obviously suited to the people you are, but what we did is we probably didn't do enough activities which built those kind of fun stories on honeymoon. But equally, people who have gone the other way and done everything bang, 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 bang every day and didn't get any time just chilling out on the beach or sitting by the pool. So just trying to find that kind of, that real mix of like having fun activities that you remember and just building experiences and chilling out on the beach, reading your book.
And another really lovely thing, which kind of makes it 6 instead of 5, but plan a surprise for each other whilst you're on honeymoon. That is just the most beautiful thing to do. We didn't do it. We do know people who did do it, and it's just a lovely thing to plan something for the other one that they don't know about. Number 5 is expectations and not having too high expectations of your honeymoon.
So we know a story, it's friends of ours, and this is actually a true story. They planned their honeymoon on a barge in the UK. Yes, that's right, a honeymoon on a barge. And they, first night, they rock up, they get on the barge, they start laying out all their stuff, making it home, and the barge starts to sink.
Say it so matter-of-factly.
It starts to sink, as barges do. And so it turned out to be, it was a little bit dangerous at one point. They had to get all this stuff off quickly, and they didn't manage to get it all off before this barge sunk. So their first night of their honeymoon, and they're standing at the side of this river or canal, basically nothing on them really, and they walk to the nearest pub that's got accommodation, and they go in and they tell their story, and everyone, basically word gets around, everyone comes around them, everyone spoils them, they have an absolute amazing night. And the thing is, they just have this great story from the honeymoon.
Yeah. And it's just that not having, have an expectation of course, but not pinning too much on it all, because life is an adventure, and the more adventures you have, the more stories you've got to tell. And these guys have got the best story ever that I'm sure they're still telling now. Nothing is perfect. And I think it's really good to go with the flow, have a laugh, and just enjoy it all, no matter what happens. So that's number 5, is expectations, and being careful of those too. And there's 5 more, or maybe 6 or 7 more even, on the blog. So go check it out on our website, read a little bit more about your honeymoon, and get excited, because the holidays are going to happen soon.
And they're going to be amazing.
They are.
So that's our 5-ish tips. We really hope these have been useful, and we're really looking forward to seeing you again next month with a few more tips for you.